quarterbacks or tennis players or whatever. Like, I follow actors.
Right.
And
That's
then
awesome.
the really crazy thing is that because I work in the Hollywood stuff, I get to then meet and work with some of those actors.
Sure.
And so it's such a blessed, cool dynamic to be able to have these people you admire that get to work alongside them sometimes.
That's absolutely brilliant. And I have to give you mad credit because Daniel Stern, I think, is one of the most underrated actors of all time.
Dude, I completely agree.
Yeah, from narrating Wonder Years, like, how many people, did you all know that? Like, he's the narrator on the show Wonder Years from the 80s. Like,
he did this brilliant movie called Diner in the early 80s.
Yes.
It's Daniel Stern, Kevin Bacon,
Yes.
Steve Guttenberg, Mickey Rourke, who am I forgetting?
it's a bunch of people.
Paul Reiser, Ellen Barkin. It's like the Murderers Row cast, like the best cast ever. And then he also did Breaking Away with Jackie Earle Haley and Dennis Quaid, which was nominated for a bunch of Oscars. So right out the gate, he was doing drama early on.
Right.
And then got into some comedy stuff and the narration, and that's where he made all his money.
I love it. I absolutely love
And
it.
I've been lucky to get to do that too, where like I started in comedy, I did stand-up comedy and improv, then I started doing sitcoms, then I got a couple of dramatic shows, a couple dramatic movies, and then suddenly I've been doing some voiceover work, which like,
That's awesome.
I always dreamt of that, you know, watching Patton Oswalt do the voice of the rat in the Pixar movie or whatever. Like, it's really cool.
Whatever that's called. Yeah. That one.
Whatever the film is called.
That has cooking. It's a cooking thing. Which is why you like cooking, because you do that on Instagram. I like that. Consider the versatility of your career. Do you have a preference for what type of work you do, whether that's in genre of like sci-fi, comedy, drama? What's your preference?
I'm more just into stuff that's well written.
Okay.
That's kind of like the common denominator of everything. When I look at all the movies I enjoy, like I love The Shining, I love The Jerk with Steve Martin.
Oh, that's good.
I love newer movies. I love would be like Everything Everywhere All at Once, Spotlight, like of variants of different types of movies. But the one like big factor is usually great writing and great acting.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's always going to be the mainstay. But there are times, because I don't want to sound too snobby either or whatever. There are times where like it is nice to just have some junk food to watch.
Sure.
Like a movie with fast cars and good-looking people fighting. There are times where I just want that. Bring on the Arby's beef and cheddar that's dripping down the side of my wrist. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But sometimes you also want a home-cooked meal.
That's right.
And you go watch an indie film that wins an award and it feels like somebody prepared, you know, the thing your grandparents taught them to make or whatever.
I love that. Absolutely.
All these food analogies. I love food.
No, there's nothing.
It is a problem, guys.
No, that's just the end of the day, a little hangry talking.
A little bit of that too.
I totally get it. I totally get it.
I was doing intermittent fasting for a while, where I ate between the hours of like noon and 6 or 1 and 7, and it was, man, it's so. You know what's funny is it's not that bad in the first half of the day because I'm drinking water and I'm chugging coffee and stuff. I'm busy trying to get work done, but then late in the day you hit that moment where after dinner, like. Kind of want something sweet.
Yeah. Yes.
And you kind of look at that refrigerator with those flirtatious eyes, like, I wonder what the hell is in the refrigerator, as if you don't know what's in your refrigerator. And you kind of peruse it like your friend's bookshelf, like, oh, Hawthorne, oh, cool. And then, you know, you make that little flirtatious visit too many times. You end up cheating on your diet. That's what's up. So I'm now doing a thing where I just, throughout the day, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Not bad.
But I'm gonna stay away from carbs.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna eat like someone's playing Russian roulette and there's like a race to like I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. No, that's a smart move. You were thinking healthily, well-being, sense of self.
Healthily, good word.
Healthily, yeah. I play Scrabble. It's a thing. Yeah. Are you open to getting some questions?